What's up everybody, it is Colin here, and in this video I'm going to tell you a little story about my journey to Affiliate World Europe 2019 in Barcelona. So I will try to do more of these story time videos because obviously I have a lot of stories to tell, but this is going to be a very good one. I didn't really want to make this into a podcast because that's not really what I'm focusing on right now, but the stories about Affiliate World are pretty crazy, so that's why I'm making this video today. I'm streaming this live in the Facebook group. If you are not a member of the Facebook group and watching this on YouTube, there's a link down in the description below to join. And if there are any questions about this live stream, I will answer them directly. So Affiliate World Barcelona 2019, Affiliate World Europe. So to tell you a little bit about Affiliate World, there are like two major events each year in the affiliate industry, which are Affiliate World Europe and Affiliate World Asia from the same company. Affiliate World Barcelona is in July, so I came back, I think about a week ago. Yeah, I think exactly a week ago. And it's a 2-day event. It's a Monday and a Tuesday this year, but it's obviously absolutely crazy. The amount of opportunities that are there, the amount of specific people that are there, and the insane party. So I'm gonna tell you how this shit went down. It was absolutely crazy. And obviously we are preparing for Affiliate World Asia, which is December, I think 3rd and 4th in Bangkok, Thailand. Supposedly the biggest of the world, but I think last week they hit a new record of I think 8,000 people who attended this conference in Barcelona, Spain. Very nice weather as well. So let me tell you how it went. Obviously, my company wanted to record inside because we do a lot of content just like this. We have a big Facebook group, a big audience of affiliates, and we asked for press passes. One, because we didn't have to pay, which is nice, and tickets are maybe like €1,000, and two, so we could actually record inside. They told us no, so yeah, it was a shame. I offered to buy my own ticket and then record inside, but obviously then you would have the issues with blurring people's faces, all that shit. So I just kept pushing, kept asking, and they offered me one ticket. But obviously I am with a camera guy, so I need 2 tickets. Well, after, long story short, going back and forth for weeks, on the Thursday before the event, so the event would happen in 3 days, I got the second ticket. So what do? You either don't go, which I told all my relations, so all the networks we work with, all the advertisers we work with, everybody who we work with for the mastermind, everybody who wanted to meet me at Affiliate World, I told them I'm not coming, and all of a sudden I am coming. So yeah, asked somebody to come with me, booked the hotel and the flight Friday morning. Obviously insanely expensive because it's last minute, but it's all good. The company is paying for it, right? Another pro of having a company yourself, which is doing very well, you can write off all the expenses on your company and you don't have to pay it out of your own wallet. So then I booked the flight for Sunday morning, meaning we would be there one day for the event. We would be there Sunday afternoon check-in, Monday at the conference, Tuesday at the conference, and Wednesday morning we check out at 11 and then have the flight at noon. Obviously, a lot of parties. We did a lot of recordings and interviews while at Affiliate World Europe, and those will be on the YouTube channel soon in a separate playlist, so you can check those out too. But yeah, very cool. So me and Joshua, we flew out to Barcelona from Amsterdam Schiphol Airport, which took about 2 hours to fly from Amsterdam to Barcelona. And in Amsterdam, as everybody knows, Netherlands is always cold as fuck. It's always raining. The weather is always shit. But all of a sudden, Barcelona, it was super hot, like 32 degrees. It was humid because it rained a little bit that day on that Sunday. It was a real struggle, but me and Joshua still went exploring because in the evening we had a party from Advidi at the rooftop. So from the Advidi affiliate network, they invited us. It was already sold out, the party, so you had to apply. It was only for their affiliates. But their partnership manager invited us to record inside, even though it was already capped. So shout out to Edvidi, super nice of them. It included a rooftop party with open bar and full catering. So you had tons of food. It was a very, very good experience, and we have good footage from there. Fun fact, we went to the wrong hotel twice. Even with one of them, we went to the rooftop, me and Joshua, with our recording equipment, and the manager at the restaurant on the top of the hotel was like, "What the fuck are you guys doing here?" It was absolutely hilarious. I myself walked to the wrong hotel because I didn't even look at where the party was. I just had one hotel in my mind. I was like, that's like a fancy ass hotel. Let's go there. It was the wrong one. Super, super hilarious. At that time, it wasn't that funny because it was hot as fuck and I was sweating like crazy. But as soon as we went to the right hotel, there was a huge line with like these promo girls giving you like a wristband, go up with the elevator till the 8th floor. Huge pool. Huge open bar, tons of affiliates, everybody shaking hands, handing out business card, like a small little network event, which was, very, very interesting. We took some pictures. We did the introductions for the recording with the Edvidi banner, and then it started raining like crazy. Well, not even rain that much, thunder that was. Like a little bit of rain, so everybody went under, what's it called, like the roof thing, the hangout roof. And then they had like insane music and stuff, so they have to pack in all their gear in like plastic wrap and shit. It was funny at the time, but I don't think it was funny for Edvidi that much. The drinks were good. The drinks were very good. And then the thunder, of course. You're on the 8th floor on a hotel with nothing but like music equipment and a pool, and there's thunder, so it's quite dangerous. After, I think like 25 minutes, it stopped already, so it wasn't that bad. But then it was too dark to shoot content. So obviously we did a lot of partying then. So we got there at around maybe 8 p.m., I think. And we left at 11:45. So I think the party was until 2 a.m., I don't know. Not sure, but we left at 11:30. We were very drunk and very tired. And then we had to walk like 30 minutes to the hotel. Fun fact about me and all the general Dutch people, we cheap as fuck. So I thought like the cabs in Amsterdam are crazy expensive. So I was like, I'm not going to take a cab, I'm just going to walk. Was a good thing because we went to a grocery store actually to get water and shit. But apparently the cabs in Spain are super cheap, which I knew the next day. So from there on, I took a cab everywhere because, it was so cheap. So when we walked home, it was like, I think 20, 30 minutes, something like that. We went to a grocery store to get water because obviously the water in Spain from the tap, you can't drink. Well, at least in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam, is like mad clean. I think it's one of the cleanest water supplies in the world. But in Spain, not so much. So we bought bottled water, we bought some food, we bought a fun little pie. We laughed about for a long time, and we went to the hotel, sleep. Next day we woke up at around 7:30. So we had breakfast included at the hotel. So we had a little bit of breakfast, and then we walked to the conference, which was about a 20-minute walk again. So the conference, they sent a text at like 8 a.m. There's a huge lineup of like 1.5 hours. So make sure you're on time because we expect like huge lines today. We went there and the line was like 2 hours. It was all from inside the conference, and it was like a little square in front of it. All over the square, affiliates lined up, networks, advertisers, all kinds of people lined up to go inside, So I'll tell you this funny story. Joshua was like, come on, man, we're not going to wait in this fucking queue. Let's find a way to move around it, right? A little sneaky, but so we did. So I walk up the stairs to go in, and there's this huge line of people obviously looking at you like, hey, what the fuck is this guy doing? Why is he not staying in line? He should wait his turn, and then he can go in as well. But at that point, I asked this girl standing at the door, like, hey, you work here? We are from the media pass, and we would like to record the line, but we need our passes first. Hey, pretty smart, right? And she was like, yeah, well, I think you still have to stand in line. blah, 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 blah. And I was like, really though? Because we are from the media team and we have one job, and that's to record everybody. And we want to record this. And she's like, yeah, but I don't really know because I don't work here. She was just like a random promo flyer girl for whatever company. And I was like, okay, bitch, bye. So I didn't say bitch. I said, okay, bye. And then I continued to walk inside. But the hallway was actually very narrow and it was full of people, right? So we have to walk past the people who were all like mad and grumpy. And then I went all the way to the desk, to the registration desk, and pulled one guy on his shirt from Affiliate World. I was like, hey dude, listen. We're from the media team, so where do we get our badges? And he pointed at a completely empty line. There was no line at the desk. There were two people sitting there. We walked up and we got our pass in like 20 seconds, where there was like a 2 to 2.5 hour line. It was mad hilarious. Can you imagine? If you are not that ballsy, if you're like an introvert and you go back in the line, you have to wait for 2.5 hours, where if you had some fucking balls, you just could get your pass immediately. But then again, for ballers only, right? Nah, I'm playing. So we got the pass, we went inside. They had like this free water, free coffee kind of thing, which was quite cool. So we drank some water. Actually, I don't think we drank coffee. We drank coffee just before. Obviously walked around the expo. So the expo was huge. There were hundreds of stands. We did all the interviews that day. And I think after the first day, what was there? My brain all fucked up from the alcohol. Now I'm playing. So after the first day, there was the Pasha party, right? So I think there was in a beer garden like a gather up. So as soon as you leave the conference, you're still inside the gate, right? There's this like food trucks. And you can buy like beers, drinks, everything. And I think the event closed at 5, and until 5 to 7 you could have like drinks and shit. So we stayed for a bit, then went to the hotel, showered, changed clothing, had dinner, and then we went to like this Pasha place where it was like a huge party. Got inside on time. It was like a straight club, extremely loud music. Like, you know how a club is already loud? This was like beyond loud. It was kind of annoying even. So we got drinks. It was €6 for a beer, which was quite crazy. But then we met up with the people from Big Bang Ads, and we were sitting outside on the bench, in the shisha lounge area kind of thing. It got more crowded every 5 minutes. So after maybe 1.5 hours, Affiliate World sent a text like, hey, it's locked, basically. Nobody can get in anymore. It's at full capacity. But we were waiting for the director from Big Bang Ads, right? So we had like a little gathering because they are one of our main partners for the mastermind. So we want to have drinks with them, have a good time. They couldn't get in because they had like a late dinner. So we were with like 2 people from Big Bang Ads, and we were waiting for the rest of the team, like 8 more people, but they couldn't come. So what we did leave the club, go to a different club. So we went to Opium Club then, which was very close. We hang with them at a table for like maybe an hour, and then we went home, dropped the people from Big Bang Ads at their hotel, and then we went home with a cab. It was a very, very good time. Fast forward to the next day. Again, the conference. We did tons of interviews that day, which will all be on the YouTube channel, as I mentioned, in a separate playlist, which you can check out. We just still need to edit them. We had breakfast. We took a cab. Oh, actually, it's quite funny. So I brought a lot of white clothes, right? I don't think you guys can see this because I will change the color of this video, but I'm wearing a white polo shirt right now. I actually bought this in Barcelona because all my clothes were either matte sweaty or they were like light blue, right? And I'm such a sweaty person that light blue, you see the sweat stain so fast. So I actually bought a white polo. So we went to H&M first in the city and actually walked around a little bit, which was nice because the conference opened, I think 10 o'clock the next day. And what you noticed was the next day, it was like only 1/4 of the people. It was not as crowded. It was a very good time. So we could do tons of interviews, which we came to do, right? Then after that, we went to the Ad Buyers meetup in the Hilton Hotel from like, I didn't expect it. It was also open bar, which was very nice. It was like a free event, right? You had to register, but it was really good. So we went there. well, obviously I love Hilton hotels, so it was very nice. They had some nachos, like some kind of bites, and drinks. So no hard liquor, but like free beer, free wine, sodas. Very, very, very nice. And it was more of a lounge. There was like a huge pool, but there were a lot of fucking people. I think maybe like up to 500, 600 people. So it was very, very intense, but a very good time. Shake some hands, kiss some asses is what I always say. Network, but also just have a good time in general, right? So after that, we took 2 people from the Big Bang Ads team for dinner, me and Joshua. So we went back to the city center of Barcelona because that was a little bit on the outskirts. No, I think we also went to a different party. So we got from a very, very big company, a private event. So I cannot tell too much about it, but it was a very extremely exclusive. There were only like 20 people on a rooftop party, also open bar, very sick. And after that, we went to the ad buyers meetup. Yeah. So at the ad buyers meetup, it was a good time. After that, we went for dinner in the city center with 2 people from Big Bang Ads. Very lovely small diner. Very funny because they didn't understand any English. So we ordered a steak, rare, and the guy was just shouting blood, blood. It was very fucking funny. And he got it. So we got our steaks rare, which was nice. After that, it was basically the last night. You can imagine if you've been on your feet from like 7 a.m. until like 1 a.m., you're pretty done. Then the next day we had breakfast again. We flew home, and now I have hours and hours of interviews, of content which needs to be edited and put on YouTube for you guys. Because obviously, because we got the media passes, we wanted to offer you guys the opportunity, even if you couldn't be there, to have a look inside. So that's also what we'll do for Affiliate World Asia. Hopefully they grant us access again, our camera crew. And this time I will bring a lot more people, maybe a team of 4 or 6 people, to record everything you would want to see from such an insane event. Very, very nice. So this is basically the little stories I wanted to tell of everything that happened. I won't go into too much detail because I can talk about this for hours. If all of you guys watching this on YouTube make a comment about your thoughts and what you would like to know from these conferences, I might do a follow-up video for you guys. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I'm going to wrap it up. Stay tuned for the official introduction to the Affiliate World Europe 2019 series on YouTube, a separate playlist for you to enjoy. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.